What's
up, YouTube?
I'm
Wiggity,
James.
wiggity, what's up, YouTube? The Bite-Sized Podcast, episode 14. First one of 2019, though.
And we're doing good, guys. That last one is in the top 3 now.
It's actually the number one. It's the most
Number
viewed
one
podcast
most
of all
watched.
time.
I guess people like John Bellion as much as we do. Or at least
Yeah.
some people.
So, thank
They
you,
like
John
him
Bellion.
They like him enough to sit through our hour-long podcast about the album. So,
Definitely.
woo!
And
If you
the,
stayed all the way through for the last one.
Oh yeah, thanks for that. And the 8 copyright claims, I think, is worth it for that being the most viewed podcast that we've done so far.
Woo woo.
So, how's your 2019 going?
Boring.
Yeah. Well, we're only a couple
Doesn't
days
feel
into
any
it.
different from 2018.
It feels like a new, colder Indiana.
It feels like I'm gonna be signing things with the wrong date for a few months.
Exactly. Me too. Dude, a couple weeks ago I signed something 2017. And I was like, whoa, I'm way off. Okay. So yeah, let's get into some topics here.
These are all topics Zach came up with, so you know they're gonna be deep or depressing.
Not all of them. For example, I kind of wanted to talk about the jelly bean we did, where we ate the jelly beans and some of them were bad. The Bean Boozled challenge.
That you just dropped last night on your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
Zach
and
to the future.
that took a long time to edit because it was a lot of footage and a lot of stuff, and it was fun though, and it ended up being like 33 minutes. But did you watch some of it?
No, I didn't.
Well, yeah, you
I
lived
didn't have
it though.
to. I lived it. Yeah. I
Uh,
went through the torture. Why watch myself getting tortured on video?
what do you remember about it? What kind of things are?
It tasted pretty bad.
Do you remember?
They didn't
the,
taste like they said they would, but they were still pretty awful.
Some of them did. Like lawn clippings tasted terrible, just like lawn clippings. Gross. And you got like fish oil pills because one of them was dead fish.
Yeah, it tasted just like a fish oil.
And the toothpaste was like foaming in your mouth.
Yeah, it was pretty, I could have actually brushed my teeth with fucking
With a jelly bean.
jelly bean. Toothpaste jelly bean. It foamed up so much.
For real. So that was fun. Yeah, did you have a good time?
And
doing
even
that?
some of the good ones didn't taste all that hot.
Yeah. There was some that we both tasted and we chewed for a long time.
And we couldn't
And then we
decide
were
if it
like,
was
is
bad or
this good or bad? Because it doesn't really taste good, but it doesn't taste terrible.
Yeah.
Like
It doesn't
the
make me
bad
wanna
flavor
puke,
should.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't make me want another one.
Yeah. So I don't know. You said one.
I'm pretty sure I got a few of those wrong. It probably was a bad one. I said it was a good one. I don't even know.
Probably not.
What
no,
if some
'cause
people
you got
like the taste
almost
of fish
all
oil?
bad
Therefore,
ones.
that's a good one, right?
I guess so. I don't know anyone who likes the taste of fish oil that
I
much.
sure didn't.
That it was good in a jelly bean. I didn't. I didn't even get the fish oil.
Fish
one,
oil
but
taste,
just
jelly bean texture.
not good. Not good at all.
And then in your brain, you're like, man, it tastes like I'm chewing on a fish's eyeball.
You just take a bite of the jelly beans. Oh, that's the fish oil. Yeah, you're eating good in the neighborhood now.
But I do bet they used fish oil in that.
Probably.
For sure.
I'm sure they do. You know, you put a little bit of that in there, it's a strong flavor.
That or like someone's
That's a gross
used
jelly
socks.
bean. Somebody's what?
Somebody's used socks.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah. There actually, wasn't there one that was used socks? Dirty socks or
It
something?
tasted like 30 socks.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was bad. Jelly Bellies, gross. How do you do these flavors? Supposedly they take like the actual flavor profiles off of scents. Like they had somebody vomit and then put it in some machine that can do the chemicals that make
And
up
be like,
the
okay,
scent.
yeah, so this will taste like that.
Yeah, like the chemicals that could make up a scent of something, and then that makes it taste like that.
They have people in factories whose
Ew.
job it is just to make or flavors, you know?
Yeah,
Like, it's crazy.
and they're sadistic.
Yeah.
Who comes
2
up
drops
with
of
dead
this,
fish?
3 drops of this, 4 more of that, and
Mad
tastes like
scientists.
bananas. Like, what?
Man, that shit's bananas. BANANAS. And that song is how everybody can spell bananas now.
And it's gonna be our 9th copyright.
You ever seen Bruce Almighty?
Yeah.
That movie's got also, he's like, B-E-A-beautiful. And that's how everybody knew how to spell beautiful for the longest
Still,
time.
no, to this day,
Yeah.
that's how I
And
know how to
so
spell beautiful.
B-E-A-beautiful. Okay, there you go. So,
And that's also why the cookie crumbles.
that is how the cookie crumbles. We were watching that movie the other day and laughing at the scene where Steve Carell, he's Dan, and they made the sequel Dan.
Dude, you know what I love is going back and watching a movie I saw as a kid that was funny when I was a kid.
Or Evan.
Like, as an adult, though, you watch it again and you're like, there's so much stuff I did not pick up as a child.
Right.
Like, this is
all
even
the subtle
funnier.
jokes and
This
stuff
is
that
even
you didn't
funnier than I
understand
thought
when
it
you were a
was.
kid.
Yeah.
And then they're so funny going back.
Or watching children's cartoons as an adult, you're like,
How
they did not
that
just
get past the censors? Oh, yeah. Those...
It's like they know that you're watching your kids watch this, so they just throw in little jokes for the adults.
Yeah. And then you show it to your kids, and you're like, you'll get that someday. There was actually a joke that my dad told me when I was a little kid, and it was like, this guy, this little boy, he goes to his father, and his father gives him a blue golf ball, and tells him to keep it, and he'll know why someday, or something, and he just keeps this golf ball, and this little blue golf ball, and he never knows why, and then his father's on his deathbed, and he's like, Dad, can you tell me what's up with this blue golf ball? Why did I need it? And his father's like, yes, son, it's finally time. I can tell you the secret of the blue golf ball is... And then the father dies. And the kid never figures out. And from the time I was like a little boy, I never understood why that was funny. I just was mad because there was no punchline, right? And then a couple months ago, last year sometime, I think, I realized... Blue golf ball, blue balls. This joke is like it keeps you blue balls because you don't understand why it's important. And I didn't understand that joke until I was an adult, because as a kid I was just like, there's no punchline and that's the funny part. But as an adult I'm like, that's actually a clever joke.
It's the only good thing about being an adult. That's one thing I wanted to talk about today. Like, why did we want to grow up so badly as children? I wanted to be an adult so bad, you know, do whatever I want. But now, as an adult,
But it turns out you need money to do whatever you want.
I wish I was a child.
For real. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like you want this freedom and you... Did we freeze? The sound may be working, but it looks like the picture froze.
Well, it still says we're live for 8:15. Maybe the picture just froze for us.
Can anyone comment and let us know if the picture is
Maybe
frozen?
we go through this every time this happens.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stop and come back.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start a new stream. Come and join us again, guys. We'll be
If you
right
can hear
back.
us. You might even be able to see us, but we can't see ourselves.